There it is. Alright. Now, let's double check to make sure the audio is working as it should be. Yep, audio is working as it should. Alright, the stream's up and the chat is up as well, so we're all set. Hello everyone, and welcome to another round of the Driven by Speed F1 series. I'm Katie1997 commentating this event today, and we are racing at the Baku City Circuit for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This 6-kilometer racetrack was first introduced in 2016, originated as the last title, European Grand Prix, has been host of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix from 2017 to 2019, and then of course made its return in 2021 after missing out in 2020 due to COVID-19. This 6-kilometer 20-turn racetrack was designed by the likes of Track Supremer and F1 evil genius track architect Ermin Tilke. This track is one of the very few areas that has created some drama in the past, both in the real and virtual world, in a lot of areas of this racetrack, but has produced some quite unique racing from over my time as a racer and also as a commentator in any sort of perspective. It's a very fast track. There is some very few overtaking opportunities, but the most possible ones, most likely you could do that, is at the main straight towards turn 1 and the run down towards turn 3. Turn 4 and 5, 6 are some areas you can have some good battling and side-by-side action. Drivers, though, will have to be very mindful of the closeness of the walls, especially this area right here that Kuda is going through. The infamous castle section of turns 8, 9, 10, and 11. They have to be very careful about how close they get to these walls indefinitely, as if like any other street circuit. It's also a very fast street circuit, of course. Very fast indeed. Not as fast as the likes of Jeddah, where you're pretty much at full throttle for about 80%. This track, you're roughly at full throttle for maybe about 74% of the lap. So you will be at constant high speed, but of course, at least in tracks like this, unlike, let's say, in Monaco, at least it's wide. Now, there is some news to go through, but not really particularly standings or reports, as there were no reports to be issued from last week's races in the Monza second super sprint and in Australia. So nothing to go through on that bit. The standings have not been updated. The only reason it hasn't been is because Botthard has been dealing with a bunch of headaches for the last week, I guess. It's a bit of a medical condition that he's been dealing with for a long time now. So that's kind of why we've kind of been lacking on that front. But hopefully we'll get that updated as quickly as possible. But of course, health is obviously the main thing to focus on, which is understandable. So with that out of the way then, we can focus on qualifying then. Since there's not much to discuss in terms of the new, well, actually no, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. You may have saw over the week that a new F1 game has been released, will be released soon. F1 22, not 2022, as stamped by EA. Pretty much the new game that will be released on July 1st for the standard edition for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series and PC. But there's another edition called the Champions Edition. If you do bother to get that, that will be released on June 28th, which is ironically the day after we end the season as well. The only thing is that that will be, well, depending on your currency. I know here in the US it's $15 more, or $20 more, I think it is. I know for like a standard edition it's like $20. I think it's $75 or $80 for the Champions Edition. It includes like stuff like the 18,000 pit coins, the Miami livery, I think, for your My Team or something like that. As Stingray has retired. I think he said he was going to retire anyways and stuff from the back. Actually, no, he did not. Hang on a minute. He has... I think he's... Oh, never mind. I thought he's... Well, that's ruined Kura's lap. He's tapping out... Oh, please tell me that's not going to give him a grid penalty. Right, so... I thought he said he was going to retire and stuff from the back. No, he generally was doing a lap and he crashed out of the castle section. Well, there you go. He doesn't even set a lap, and well, he's out of qualifying. There you go. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm keen to see how the cars will be in terms of how the handling will be and everything in the 22 game, F1 22 game. So anyways, focus on qualifying right now. Currently, top of the leaderboard is Tim with a 139.176, and following behind him, as you can see right in front of Tim, is Lane Everingham with a 139.5, a 5 Mr. Monza specialist himself, who won the first Super Sprint at Monza a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, and then you may have noticed also that start time's different too. We're starting a half hour earlier because we are trying to avoid any maintenance that this game has occurred in the past with its updates for maintenance interfering with the racing. So yeah, that's basically why we're starting a half hour earlier, and we'll be like that for the rest of the season. And that is a very interesting pit entry there, Tim. Very nicely done indeed, I guess. Let's see. What other times have we got on the board? Banana with a 39.8, Dynamite with a 39.9. Oops, sorry. 39.9, along with Jack with a 40.0, Cantu Crab with a 40.5, JJ with a 40.7, same with Kuda. Boddard a 41 flat on the mediums. Got with a 41.1 on the soft tire. Dan the Racer with a 41.4. Andre with a 41.7 on the mediums, and ACW is going again on another lap, doing a lap on the medium tire. He's done that for 2 laps. And it's not a representative time though, I know that. He's at a 150.2 currently. Tell you what, we're on board with Absolute Unit. We'll give you a guided tour of this 6-kilometer racetrack, also known as the 3rd longest racetrack now on the Formula 1 calendar, behind the likes of Jeddah and Spa. Anyways, down the main straight towards the first DRS. So there are 2 DRS on this racetrack. The one that absolutely is going down right now towards turn 1, reaching up to speeds of about 326 kilometers an hour, braking into the first corner, using the outside bit of the track on the exit of turn 1 into turn 2. 3rd gear, hugging the apex there, using the full width of the corner there. Down the 2nd DRS straight up towards turn 3. Now speedo climbing up to 322 kilometers an hour, braking into turn 3. Now into turn 4 he comes, using 3rd gear, keeping it in 3rd. Very nicely done indeed, using that nice bit of rotation. Into turns 5 and 6. It's a bit of a chicane-ish sort of the track. You have to keep the car within the curves as much as possible. Into turn 7, you can cut a lot of that curve, but you have to be careful how much you cut, otherwise you'll get invalidated. Through the castle section, and now up towards turns 11 and then 12, and then through this flat left-handed complex of turns 13 and 14, using the full width of the circuit there into turn 15. I've seen drivers in the past use that curve on the left side. It's pretty much an esports line to get that, to find that more time. As it goes through now turn 16, now to turn 17, and then through this little fast chicane of turns 18 and 19, and then this little insignificant kink of turn 20, and then opens the DRS once again, down the main straights, up towards the line comes the Aston Martin. He'll set a time of a 1 minute 39.589. Puts him third quickest overall. Nice lap done indeed. That's a very respectable lap. Respectable lap indeed. Lap indeed. Goodness, I can't speak. As Dynamite is improving by about 2.5 tenths through the first sector, making its way now up towards turn 7. Using second gear, doesn't use it. Oh, as he spins and goes into the wall. Thankfully, the Red Bull didn't get. Well, I don't think he got impeded at least. That was Vision going through. He was on an outlap anyway, but you got to be careful, otherwise you will get disqualified. Oh, and he's just retired. Ouch. Oh, and Aston Martin just ran into him. Was that absolute unit? It was. Thankfully, you didn't get a grid penalty for that, because I know anytime sometimes a contact happens, you get a grid penalty. Unfortunately, he's damaged his front wing. Tim making his way down the second straight. His yellow flag's about ahead of him. Through turn 3. Up towards turn 4, more yellow flags. That's for absolute unit, I think, going. No, that's not absolute. That's another Alpine, I think, of Dan the Racer actually going slowly. Tim is. Oh! He's taking that very wide. He was up by 2 100ths, and then he just ran wide coming through turn 6. Lane's on an outlap at the moment. Jack making his way down towards the main straight. Through turn 20, the insignificant kink. We'll open the DRS again. And we'll come to the line. What does the Ferrari set? It is a 1 minute 39.262. Just about 9 100ths off of Tim at the moment, but second quickest overall. JJ not on a representative lap. Kuda making his way towards the end of the first sector. What does the clock say for the Williams car? He is up by over half a second through the first sector as False has left the session. He did join earlier. Hopefully he'll join back. Through turn 7 comes the Williams, now into the infamous castle section. Got to take that very carefully. He actually took that pretty decently. Through turn 12 up towards turns 13 and 14. All flat out pretty much, like I mentioned earlier. Keeping the car flat out through all that point into turn 15, third gear. Using the full width of the corner there, using all that excess curb. The clock says he's up by 1.2 seconds through the middle sector. So he's looking at a 39 at this point as the yellow flag's about. That's at turn 16. Coming through the flat out bit of turn 20, down the main straight, and then up towards the line. He will set a 1 minute 39.4. Nice lap indeed there for Kuda. Can't do crap. He is coming to the first sector split as Preza goes top of the table with a 1 minute 38.8. First driver into the 38s. Can't do crap's on another set of medium tires. I'm sorry, he's doing a lap on the medium tires, I should say. What was his best lap on? Soft tires. Right. Okay. As Botthauer goes 9th with a 1 minute 39.9. So I'm guessing Canty Craft's thinking of starting on the mediums. Let's wait and see. So turn 15 comes the Red Bull. Second gear, using the full width of the curb. And now up towards turn, excuse me, turn 16. All flat out pretty much through all this bit. As Lane improves to a 1 minute 39.1, going ahead of Tim by just about 1/100th of a second. Up as the DRS. Up towards the line comes the Red Bull, and he sets a 1 minute 39.6 on the medium tires. He is just about a half a tenth off of absolute unit. That's pretty good indeed. I think the delta, from the mediums to softs is like 6 or 7 tenths, I want to say. It's not that big of a difference, at least. Let's see. That's not a representative lap at the moment. Obviously, it's on an L lap at the moment. I think Vision just improved there too. Yeah, he did to a 139.4. He must have done that just a little while ago. Currently fit fastest for the other Red Bull. ACW has invalidated. He was up by over half a second, and then up by 1.2. Probably will try to get going for another one. I say it's 17th with a 150.2. Let's see. Not really anyone on a lap. Well, JJ's actually now on a flying lap. Oh, along with the McLaren, see what he's up to. Through turn 2. Opens the DRS. And there's yellow flags about that's probably for either Vision or Can't Do Crap. JJ making his way to turn 3. Doesn't take it as cleanly as I would expect. Through turn 4. Second gear, short shifting up to third, using up the gears. Clock says he's up by a tenth through the first sector. Making his way through turn 6. Now up towards turn 7, or turn 7, I should say. You can see all that rubber there that's blanketed on that corner there. That's just from drivers that have used no ABS. Quite easy to lock up there at turn 7. Now through all of turn 13, 14, and to turn 15. Coming to the end of the to the end of the middle sector. What does the clock say for the McLaren driver? He is up by nearly 6 tenths through the middle sector. Yellow flag's about. That's a sector 2 for Mercedes, I think. Right. Okay. Of course, one was Mercedes. Right. JJ making his way up to the line. The clock says he is at a 1 minute 40.070. Improves by 6 tenths. He's got Oscar Crick behind him on a flying lap on the medium tire. He's got to get out of the way, though. Oh! That might have impeded him, I think. I don't think Oscar Crick's going to be too pleased. His absolute unit now goes top of the table with a 138.853, improving quite significantly by 7 tenths, I think that was. Up by 2 100ths to Prezzo's time. ACW, though, is on another lap, I think. As Can't Do Crap has retired. That's at turn 2. No, wait, that's... Oh, he's ran into the back of Can't Do Crap! Dan the Racer has. What is he doing? Oh, right, because Can't Do Crap retired on track. Well, that's just completely ruined his lap there, and he's gone straight into the marshal post. Hello, marshals. Oh, okay. What is he? Just careful and get it back. Oh, hello, there's Can't Do Crap's. What is this? Okay, that is ridiculous. Don't retire on track, people. Come on. Wow. That, I don't know what to say about that. As Lane's up by 4. Oh, did he improve? No, wait, no, never mind. No, he's not. He started a flying lap. We're on board with him for a little bit. Oh, he's got cars in the way. He's got Dan the Racer's car in the middle of the road. He's got Bonnet's car that was stuck in the middle of the road. Right. That's ruined everybody's laps, pretty much. What on... yeah. Andre's up by 1.3 seconds. What on earth was this? I don't even know what to say. So absolutely, it looks like he's going to be on pole position. What in God's name was this? So Canty Crab retires on track. He causes a mess. Well, that's definitely going to get reported. That's for sure. As Andre goes to 13th with a 140.199. Well, 140.2 theoretically. What on earth did I just see? Right. Well, okay. Absolutely is on pole position, but hey, close between him and Prezzo. I will say that. Yeah, look at that. 2 100s separate the top two. Only drivers to be in the 138s as well. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but okay. Right. You know, pole position by 25,000 of a second, 2 100s. Tim is representing the good old US of A. Only will qualify in 3rd, Lane in 4th, Jack in 5th, Banana 6th, Vision 7th, Kuda in 8th, Cantu Crap in 9th. Bono completes the top 10. Then it's Dynamite JJ, Andre, Honest Crook, Conehouse, False, Dan the Racer, ACW, and Brian Steinray. That is your order for the race. And Cantu Crap will start his race on the medium compound tire, so we'll have to wait and see how that will pan out. And then, of course, Dan the Racer has that 5-place grid penalty, so he will officially start last. So that basically gains a place for ACW and Steinray. Yeah, that was just a mess and a half at that last minute of qualifying. Yeah. Well, we got clear skies on the way. I mean, I wasn't given a report of the weather, but from the way it looks, it's clear, so at least we won't have to deal with wet weather back here. Otherwise, that would be big carnage fest, I'd say. I mean, last week was carnage fest enough in Melbourne. I mean, of course, it's Melbourne at Albert Park. It's just the nature of the racetrack just tempts you to make a mistake. Thankfully, with this track, the curves aren't the problem. It's just pretty much just dealing with the traffic itself is your greatest enemy around this place. Obviously, track position is key around here because obviously in any street circuit, it is the big factor around here. So you obviously want to start towards the front. If you're in the midfield, though, good luck. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Don't try to get damage, otherwise your race will be entirely screwed. Alright, let's go again and see what tires everyone's on, because I'm curious to see. Okay, so pretty much outside the top 10 are on the medium tires, apart from 2 people, and that is False and Stingray. False is going to start on the soft compound tire, and then Stingray will start on the hard tire. I don't think the hard is a good tire to start on. I think you'll have to gamble for a safety car, but if you could do that, you could make a one-stop work, but we'll have to wait and see. False, though, will obviously go aggressive off the start, so he'll look to get past those cars ahead of him as quickly as he possibly can. I like that shot, by the way, when you go over that area of turn 7. That outside shot where you look over those skyscrapers is just very nice indeed. But anywho, top 10 obviously will start on the scrub set of soft tires, apart from Cantu Crap, who's on a scrub set of mediums. I don't think that's what he wanted to do initially, but of course, with what happens in qualifying, was otherwise. So we'll run through the order one more time. We've got Absolute on pole position. Prezzo starting in second, though. I would say this has definitely been impressive qualifying for him, though. Getting to start in second. Tim will start in third, Lane in fourth, Jack in fifth, Banana in sixth, Vision in seventh, Kuda starting eighth place, Canty Crab in ninth, Bada completes your top 10. Then it's Dynamite, JJ, Andre, Honest Crook, Conehouse, Falls, ACW, Prime Stingray, and Dan the Racer. That is your order. 19 cars in the grid. Obviously a good thing to see, a healthy field at least. A couple of reserves, obviously. So, yeah, no, not too bad at all. Not too bad. Yeah, let me think. Dynamite's taking over for Kickbutt Kiwi, ACW for Ramsey, and then Stingray's taking over for Iconic Q, I think it is. Right. So everyone's running up to their grid slots. It's a very short run down to turn one. It's about 220 meters from pole position to turn one. So, absolutely, we'll have the racing line. He'll have the clear side of the track. So, we'll see how he gets in the initial launch. The lights are on for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go here in Azerbaijan, and it's absolutely that gets a good start. Prezzo, though, gets a shocking start. There's a bunch of cars that go full abreast him. Oh, it's smacking into the wall. There was a Red Bull in the background there. I think that might have been Vision that smacked the wall. Oh, and going off the road is two cars of Andre and Dynamite. They go to the escape road at turn 2. Oh, a chaotic start indeed here. Prezzo's lost a place, though. Not too much, though. As I thought. Chaos at the start. Absolutely leads. Tim in second, with Prezzo in third and Banana in fourth. Jack maintains fifth. Lane, though, has lost 4 places off the start. Actually, no. He's lost 2 places off the start. I take that back. He's in 6th place right now. Kuda in 7th. Canty Crap in 8th place. He's gained a place. JJ's in 9th and Bada in 10th. ACW, though, has gained 6 places. He's up 3. He was, He was in 16th or 17th. And he's up in 11th place. Canty Crap's already got a 3-second time penalty. Really? Wow, already. There you go. That's shot himself in the foot. Stingray, though, he's up 6 places. Oh, it's smacking into the wall with Vision in the background. And we've got a VSC deployed as Dynamite's got no front wing for whatever reason. I don't know if he crashed in the castle section. There's your pit strategy there. 2-stop strategy initially. That's what I would think it is. I don't know if Vision did that by himself. I just saw in the background he just smacked into the wall at turn 15. Drivers have to be very careful, though. Maintain the positive delta. Into the pits comes Canty Crap. Into the pits comes Bodon. Now, is this scheduled, or is this actually a front? Nope. Genuine stop. He's going on to a set of mediums again. Bodon. This is genuine as well. Set of mediums. Just get those tires out of the way. Andre and Dynamite obviously is not. Goodness me. Chaos at the start of the race on lap 1. Not a surprise. Like I mentioned, this is going to be notorious to see around Baku. We've got a long VSC. My gosh. Now we're back into green flag racing conditions. DRS is not enabled yet. That'll be enabled on the next lap, of course. Absolutely leading for the moment. Tim in second, President third, Banana in fourth, and Jack completes your top 5. Let's see again. I forget where to find that sometimes. Let's see. The biggest winner out of all this, or winners, has been ACW and Stingray. They've gained 8 places over the course of this race so far. And then the biggest loser, I would say, is Dynamite, who obviously got damaged. He's right now stone dead last after starting in 11th place. Absolutely, though, has got a good margin at the moment. He's about 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds ahead of Tim, at least for the moment. Cars now making their way down the main straight. DRS is now enabled. So if you're within a second to the car in front of you, you can use the raw power of DRS to try to close it. Oh, it's Jack. I saw him have that bit of a wiggle there at turn 1. He's got a lane all over his rear trumpet. Unfortunately, actually, no, Jack does not have DRS. Oh, I'm shocked. Actually, wait, he was over a second, right, at the detection zone. Not close enough to attack. Speaking of attacking his CUDA. Oh, and a wiggle there from Jack as well. Here comes Lane down the inside. He's going to try to make the most of it. Oh, he overshoots the corner there as well. He gets ahead of Jack, but here comes CUDA. He's going to go around the outside of Jack. He off the inside line for 6. Oh, that was tight indeed. He gets through though. Here's ACW. Hello, ACW. Hello, JJ. You're both behind as well. Oh, goodness me. That is extremely close. My goodness. I don't know how there was no incident, but they got through cleanly at least for the time being. Here comes ACW. He'll try to get past Jack if he can at least. He is all over the rear end of that Ferrari. Oh, he clips the wall. So did Steinrey there as well. Clipping a bit of the wall there at turn 15. ACW will have the power. DRS Jack is going to be a sitting duck to the cars behind as he runs wide there at turn 19. Here comes ACW, here comes JJ. They're going to go 3 abreast down the main straight. ACW has the right side. JJ goes as Jack goes to the pits. He must have suffered some damage. He probably suffered some damage, I think. Because you don't just go into the pits that quickly because of a... Now ACW is on the back of the McLaren as Kenzie Kraft sets fastest lap with a 42.9. And here comes ACW. He's going to use the power of DRS to close in. Use the inside of turn 3. He gets through at least. Oh, that is close from the wall there by Steinrey there at turn 3. That was very close indeed. Prezzo, though, he's struggling quite a bit. Banana is now all over him. So now making the way up towards turn 7. He looks... Has he got damage too? He is going incredibly slow through that bit. I can't see any damage. Because he's lost a whole second in that one bit of track alone. Unless he was just struggling. Oh, that's tight. I don't know. Maybe he was just struggling. Like I said, I can't tell from this damage bubble because this game's great. Now ACW is on the back of CUDA as they make their way now towards the chicane of 18-19. ACW lifting off a little bit there, trying to be wise, not to go full throttle. Not get compromised by all that dirty air. He will have DRS, try to get past the Williams, and he'll slingshot easily. There's nothing CUDA can do! Oh, and he tries to squeeze JJ. Oh, that was lag there on my end, I think. As CUDA overshoots the corner there, JJ, I think, will get through. He will get through into 7th place. Oh, that is tight indeed. Kentu Crab is trying to get past Falls. That is for 12th. There is Bodot in the background there. Good, get back at JJ with the power of DRS. Now goes back into 7th place, but he's got 2 cars all over the back of him. He's got a McLaren and an Alpha Tauri all over the back. Meanwhile, up front though, oh, that's just tight indeed there. That's a bit awkward there from those two. JJ's gonna get past him at turn 7. Get past CUDA at least. Oh, that's tight. Steinway has a bit of a wiggle there. And there we go. Oh, you can't go through side by side, but there's CUDA's gone straight into the barrier there before the castle section. Pulls off a Charles Leclerc. We got a VSC. He literally smacked into the wall there, and yep, as a result, he's got a broken front wing. So he'll have to go back into the pits and get that fixed. Goodness me. Castle section's claimed 2 lives so far. Playing Stingray in qualifying, and Malkuth has been claimed. Oh, as he overshoots turn 15. You gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful about that, because you're not gonna have any downforce. Hi, Andre, how you doing? Some cars are coming in. Tim, Prezzo, they're all gonna take advantage of this VSC. Lane as well, Banana. We're all coming in. Let's see here. Tim's on a set of mediums. Prezzo, medium tires. Banana hards, Lane on hards. So Banana and Lane, as Prezzo gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. So he's going to have to go in and serve that in the next 3 laps. Stingray overtakes JJ for 3rd. Of course, he hasn't stopped yet. He's still going with those hard tires. So of course, that's the tire he started on. So Tim, Prezzo, Banana, and Lane took advantage of the VSC. Absolutely did not. But Prezzo's got to serve that drive-through, of course. Stingray trying to pull away if he can, away from this McLaren. Oh, did he smack the wall there? Wait a minute. I just realized. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking. I'm looking at. Okay, I did not notice that. So I was gonna look at JJ initially, but the game had me on Tim. I love this game. I love how this game's glitch is still there. Speaking of Tim, here he comes. He's closing in on the 2 cars in front. I love that aerial shot, by the way, there. Overlooking the bit of... Oh! I think Tim just smacked the wall. He went awfully slow there. Or did he just make a mistake? No, he made a mistake. He's still going. Right. Hi, Stingray. You're going to go around the outside of turn 1, and he makes it stick. Well, not quite. Now he makes it stick. But JJ's going to get DRS. Nice move around the outside indeed there from the AlphaTauri. Jack sets fastest lap with a 142.5. Here comes JJ. He has DRS. Stingray has no battery at all to defend. Around the outside comes McLaren. They're still side by side. Heading up towards turn 4. There's yellow flags as Dynamite has crashed out at the S's. Is that going to be safety car? It is the safety car now deployed. Ooh, right. So now, let's see the gap between the leader and Tim. It's 18 seconds actually, sorry. 18.8 seconds. Ooh. I think this might be absolute unit saving grace here. With this safety car coming out. Initially, you would lose about 20 seconds, I'd say, in this pit lane. Dynamite leaves the session. Yeah, last week's race winner in Australia will score nothing. He is out. Him and Vision are out to the Grand Prix. Right, let's see here what happens. Absolute Units is coming in. Interesting way to come in though. He doesn't even use he crosses over the pit lane line. ACW, what do you do? Comes in as well. Stingray, are you coming in? I'll probably assume yes. Yep, there you go, he does. He's coming in. Tim, let's see. Where does he come out compared to Absolute Unit? He's going to come out behind him. As I figured. I thought the safety car would be Absolute Unit saving grace. And it is. He's still in the lead. But however... Oh, interesting. ACW's on the soft tire. Fresh softs, mind you. He is going to be rapid there. But I doubt those tires will make it to the end. Bonnet, who pitted a long time ago, taking advantage of the first VSCs in 4th. Stingray is now in 5th on a fresh set of mediums. JJ is on a fresh set of softs. Prezzo, I think he's going to another set of mediums. On crook to a set of softs. Conehouse on a set of softs. Lane's now going to a set of mediums. As False is going to a set of mediums. Jack's going to a set of hards. Can't do crap on a set of mediums. Banana on a set of mediums. Wait, wasn't he behind Lane? Hold on. Did he? Let me look at his pit stops. Ah, he had a front wing change. Right, okay. He had that on lap 7. Right, so he got a front wing change. That explains why he's so far down. Yeah, because I swore he was behind Lane. There you go. Alright. If I remember correctly, last week we had 3 safety cars. We had 2 VSCs. And now finally we got a proper safety car. And we're not really at the halfway mark just yet, too. I'm curious to know how this restart's gonna be. That's for sure. Safety car going quite fast down that main straight. Yeah, some of these soft runs though, they're gonna have to make another stop because I know those tires are not gonna make it. They would have to do initially. They have to do initially about 17 laps if they want to pull off a 1 stop. That ain't gonna happen, I'd say. Damn, the racer comes back in. What's on a fresh set of old set of mediums. And away goes the Alpine. Puts up a huge plume of tire smoke in that Alpine pit box. And also, no one's got penalties apart from one. That was can't do crap. I'm curious, what was the penalty? Was it really just warnings? Wait, let me look at this here. Yeah, because I'm very curious to see what it was. Penalty and 4 warning. Track limits. Track limits. Track. Right, so they were all track limits. I don't know how you pulled that off, but okay. Right, I think the fields have all bunched up, so that means the safety car will come in at the end of this lap, I would assume. Yep, there you go. Safety car is now in this lap. Oh, it seems on a pad, looks like. I think. Yeah, he is. I can tell from the yeah, because I know he's been using a wheel recently. Now he's gone to a pad. I can tell from the way the steering wheel's been motioning. Right, so absolutely we'll control the field. Gosh, this is terrible. It's like lagging when I'm on board Tim. Everyone else seems fine. Oh gosh. He is really lagging. Oh gosh. Let's see. Absolutely controls the field. One of his tires. Tim is. I don't know what. He's got his overtake on. Now he turns it off. And there goes absolutely it. He's gone. He is gone. Oscrook overtakes Prezzo. That's before the line. That gives the place back. There you go. Into the first corner we go. Car's making their way through there. Oh, it's spinning! It's Bordon. He's out of the Grand Prix. Oh, and front wings have come off from Prezzo. More accidents ahead. And another crash as well. Andre's out too. No safety car. I saw a big plume of smoke. I couldn't tell what other bits happened. I just saw just 2 cars smack the wall. But Bordon and Andre, they're out of the race. ACW, though, on the soft tire. He is going to be very rapid. as he is dealing with a laggy Tim right in front of his eyes. Oh, this is going to be quite area, I'd say, for ACW or anyone else behind Tim. Ooh, he's little taps of the wall there. Absolutely has pulled up a 1.3 second lead. By the time they get close to the end of the middle sector, yellow flags are about. That's for Kuda. He's gone off at the runoff area at turn 7. He's got no, I don't think he's got front weight again. No, he does not. He's got to be very, very careful. Not go into the wall. Mind your pace. Andre leaves the session. I don't blame him, especially after that restart. I have no idea what on earth was going on there. That was just insanely crazy. Absolutely, it's its fastest lap of the 141.9. Here comes ACW. Gets by down the inside and into second place. Next target for him will be Absolute Unit in first. And he's already closing that gap too. He will be very quick, like I mentioned, on those self-compound tires. Stingray is now closing in on Tim. He's barely staying in fourth. Got a little bit too close to that inside curve there at turn 3. And turn 4. Yellow flags about. That is for Kuda? Because yellow flags there. Right. Gap right now is just a second between Absolute Unit and ACW. It's turn 7. Now towards the castle section. Keeping the car very nicely stable through there. He needs to get into that under that 1 second range to get DRS for the next lap. If he wants any chance of trying to battle with Absolute Unit. Yellow flags again for Kuda at turn 1. He gets it going again. To turn 16 comes ACW and Absolute Unit. Tim has got Prying Stingray all over for company. And he's using that overtake to go through the S's. He used the slipstream effect to get close to the Alpine. Look how much, look at the overspeed he's got. He goes to the left side and he's gonna clear him. He doesn't even need DRS. He just clears him there. As Prezzo's out, he's crashed. That's at the S's, and we've got another safety car deployed. Just as DRS got enabled. Right. What do you do now if you're ACW? Kuda, drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So he'll have to serve that within 3 laps of green flag racing, as Kuda has retired at turn 13. Right. We started with 19 cars. We're now down to 13. Oh, goodness me. And Kuda's left the session. Well, there you go. There's down the race again past the safety car on the mini-map. Alright, let's see what these guys do. I am very keen to see what they do. Will they stay out? I have a feeling the meme runners will stay out. You want to stay out for track position, obviously. But ACW's situation, he's on the softs. He has to make another stop. There's no way he can go that long on those tires. All right, let's see. Prezzo's left the session. Don't blame him. Let's see, ACW, he is going to come into the pits. Get off those tires. Stingray, Absolute Unit, Tim, stay out. JJ is in. Lane stays out. He's in 4th now. A lot of other drivers behind Lane are coming in. Off tires for ACW again. I think he can carry those to the end now, but he's going to come out now behind False, who just got past him, and he did it onto the first safety car, of course. JJ on a set of mediums, on his crook, set of mediums. Jack on a set of mediums. Can't do crap, stays out. Banana on a fresh set of mediums. Konas set of mediums. Dan the Racer stayed out, obviously. Right. So we've got now 14 laps to go here. 2 safety cars, 2 VSCs in this race. Typical Baku, seems. And the virtual spec. Now maybe real life spec as well. Car said no to downforce. Yeah, I remember you had front wing damage on the opening lap there, Dynamite. Did you also get rear wing damage, perhaps? Maybe that's why you struggle for downforce. Right. Oh, is this going to be a late call from the safety car? I see Dan the Racer's come now to the back of the queue. Or he's closing into the back of the queue. Let's see. I have a slight suspicion he's going to call in late. There it is! Called it. Late call from the safety car to come in. Of course. Because why not? So Absolute Unit has little to no time to control the field again. As he is weaving about trying to get temperature into those tires. And away he goes again. We're back into green flag racing. As Jack is overtaking Honest Crook for 8th place. Back into green flag racing once again here in Baku. ACW looking to the outside of Falls. Oh, that was a bit edgy there. He gets the better mechanical grip thanks to these soft tires, but he's going to be alongside the Haas coming into turn 1. Oh, not turn 1, turn 3. Gets around. Oh, as Falls runs into the inside barrier. But ACW gets through. He's into 5th. Falls is a bit of a sitting duck at this point. He's got JJ for company. Weaves about erratically. My goodness. He gets through. He's into 6th. Jack's now on the back. Now he's alongside, I should say. Now he gets through. His Falls is lagged out, I think. Oh, he's going to be incredibly slow. I thought for a minute Jack and JJ were going side by side from the car section. I thought, oh, this is going to be quite nasty. Goodness me. Right, so Stingray is in 2nd. Behind Absolute Unit, Tim's in 3rd, Lane in 4th. ACW, though, is hunting down Lane. Remember, these two had a little bit of history at Silverstone on the final lap. Lane wasn't very happy with what ACW did in his antics to try to pass him in the final lap. Oscar gets fast, can't do crap, for 9th place. ACW, though, that's slipstream, but not enough straight line speed, it seems, to get close. Konaus overtakes. Oh, that's a collision there from Banana and Konaus. Banana spins into the pit lane, even. And a safety car. What? Okay, well, makes sense probably because of debris. I thought, well, I got surprised because I thought that would be only for retirement because no one retired. What on earth? So, right. So Konaus was alongside Banana. There was no space. They both collided, caused the pencil movement, and Banana goes into the wall and then spins into the pit lane. I don't know how that's a safety. That's what I'm saying, Roscoe. I don't know how that's a safety car. Because no one retired. I thought maybe debris? I don't know. That honestly is bizarre. Right. Okay. Cause banana. Alright, whatever you want to say there, Dynamite. Okay, I'm surprised that's a safety car, in all honesty. They kind of, well, I mean, first Banana's lucky that's a safety car. But he's lucky he didn't retire from that little spin from between that little incident between him and Conehouse. Curry, so we get the same DRS situation as Imola. Dynamite, Banana Cake Pie presents safety car by Shine. Well, I mean, you could say it's powered by Shine. Although I heard the drink's not that great. Even though I've never even heard, well, actually no, not heard of it. We don't have that here in the US. But I probably wouldn't even want to have it anyway, from what I've heard. Alright, Conehouse is back into the pit lane. Comes out ahead of Banana. Well done, Baku, indeed. 3 safety cars and we're on lap 16. Hey, we reached the same amount as we did last week. Now, how much are we going to bet this time that this safety car will be called in late again, like it was the last time? Let's see, Banana is making his way down towards turn 7 right about now. Unless somehow one of them crashes out under safety car, which would be awfully embarrassing. Highly likely, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, well, Banana's making his way now down towards turn 15. And Conehouse is at turn 16, according to the minimap. Let's see. Safety car through turn 20. Banana making his way to turn 17. Is it going in late? It is not going in late. Stays out for another lap. Well, unfortunately, that was proven wrong. Wrong there. Not gonna lie, I would have liked to see it happen again. Just to laugh at the game. Because this game is genuinely broken. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not saying you did anything wrong there, Banana. You were just caught in a bit of a shenanigan with you and Conehouse. It was just like right at the glimpse, it was just I see you being turned by Conehouse. And then into the wall. And then somehow into the pit lane. I'm just amazed how he went from one end, from the right side to the pit lane entry. And somehow you didn't retire, which is very fortunate for you. That is for sure. Right. So, safety car will obviously come in at the end of this lap. Top 5 right now is Absolute Unit, Stingray, Tim, ACW and Lane, but ACW is still on those soft tires. He still can make the most of them. before they start to fade in the final stages of the race. So he will be extremely rapid, obviously. Oh, right, let's see what happens here. Safety car in this lap. So, Burt Mylander will now go back home, once again to its pit lane. Absolutely, again, will control the field. He has led every single lap of this race so far. Will dictate when to go. Steering's coping with it. Warm his tires up, absolutely doing the same, of course. And he's going already. Right. He's going now. We're back under green flag racing here in Baku. Gap right now is just 4/10 separating the top two. Canted Crap overtakes Falls. That's for a 10th. He's into the top 10 now. Oh, that's very wide there from Banana. Oh, and a little bit close there between Gonas and Falls through turn 2. That's going to open the door for Banana again. We saw what happened these two the last time down the main straight. What's going to happen down this straight? Banana goes to the outside, and he goes around the outside. What's a move? That is around the outside of turn 3. He makes it second up to 12th. Stingray's on the back of Absolute Unit at the moment, still within touching distance. He's looking mightily racy so far in that AlphaTauri as Cancer Crap now gets past down the racer for 9. And he's also on the soft tires too, so we'll have to keep an eye on him as well. Some parts of the race he can try and work his way through the midfield if he can do that, of course. It'll be tricky though, obviously, around a circuit like this. Half a second right now separating the top two. Stingray trying to close in on Absolute Units. Tim has got ACW for company. ACW working his way through the S's, and he's got Slipstream to use. And he doesn't even need to, oh, well, they're going to be side by side. I thought he was going to need the not need the power DRS. He's still on side. Now he gets through. Now he's into third. He's into the podium places. Jack overtakes Lane. That's for 4th. And I think it got him around the outside too, before the braking zone. So Jack's into now the top 5. After having damage on the early portion of the race, he's recovered up to the top 5. Very good driving deep from him. Stingray close to that Aston Martin, but he's lost a bit of time though through turn 4, through turn 5 and 6. Come the leaders. 6/10 is the gap. Still close. No DRS to use just yet, not until the next lap as Dan the Racers drop down the order a little bit there through turn 6. Coming towards turn 13 and turn 14. Come the leaders, 8/10. Still hovering within touching distance a little bit, only just though. To turn 16 they come. Still within DRS range, but Stingray's used a heaps of battery to try to do so. Next up is when DRS will be enabled by race control. ACW though is going to close in on Stingray in a little moments. He'll have DRS as well. DRS is now re-enabled again. Now Stingray will have the power of DRS to use in his disposal. Absolutely moves to the left side, trying to break the slipstream. You can see the flashing red light on the back of that AlphaTauri. That indicates he's using a hell of a lot of battery. He's trying to harvest it. Harvesting battery around here is quite impossible. due to its nature of high-speed corners and braking zones, or a little bit of not so many braking zones. Whoa! Canty Crab has a bit of a squirrely moment there, turn 4. Well, not high-speed corners, actually, I should say. Medium-speed corners, that's mostly what it has around this place. Stingray cannot afford to lose DRS to that Aston Martin. He has to stay within DRS range if he wants any chance of trying to win this race. There's 7 laps to go here in Azerbaijan. Soon to be 6. ACW, though, is within touching distance of that AlphaTauri as well. Through the S they go, come the leaders. 7.5 tenths. That's the gap. DRS will be enabled for that AlphaTauri. He has no battery to use. As JJ overtakes Jack. As Jack's got no front wing. So he must have got damage at the S's, I assume. As he goes into the pits. A little bit of lag there. Ooh. Quite nasty there. Stingray has closed about a couple of tenths. He has now another use of DRS. ACW can't really do anything about this because he's stuck in this DRS train here pretty much. Absolutely, just following a bit of a 3-way Congo line at this point. That gap is starting to shrink a little bit. Half a second right now, separating these two. The top 3 separate by just a second in total. Ooh, that was not the greatest run through the castle section there by Absolute Units. Trying to get close into turn 15. Uses a wider entry to get into turn 15. But has a shocking run. Stingray's got another couple of tenths from that. Well, less than that, I should say. Less than a couple of tenths. Now he is much closer than he was before on the previous 2 laps. And he has DRS to use. But will he go for a move? Will he send it here? Oh, hello, here comes ACW with a whole momentum of overspeed. And he gets into seconds. He was really using all that battery there, ACW, because he was harvesting. Now his next target is going to be Absolute Units. Not close enough to do anything there against the Aston Martin. Stingray just has to now stick on the back of the Mercedes in order to at least be in touching distance. ACW, he has to get past the Aston Martin as quickly as possible and try to pull away. Well, that's going to be tall order if he can't, but he's got old tires. His tires are going to be significantly old at this point. As JJ's at a moment at turn 5, he's going to get going again. Thankfully, he rejoins safely, but he's lost a few positions because of that. ACW trying to close in. I'm supposed to look at ACW, and I'm looking at Stingray. I love this freaking glitch, honestly. Anyway, ACW, 7.5 tenths over that actually. He's using overtake to close in. Last lap you saw Absolute Unit's battery lit up as well on the back of his car. The light flash. So he must be low on battery as well. Let me look at his situation. Yeah, he's got about. Let me look at the telemetry. ACW's got 37%, and he's got Stingray all over him too. Stingray's got 8%, and Absolute's got 15%. So yeah, that's the big comparison. False overtakes JJ for 10th place. As JJ's gone into the pits. Right, because he had front wing damage. Yeah, at this point I think ACW's softs are going to be as equivalent as the mediums in terms of the pace. So, I mean, he won't worry about punctures at least. What he's got to do is just stick with that Aston Martin. But Stingray, well, he can't really do much. He has to stick behind if he wants to win. Seven and a half tenths, now 8 tenths. Now it went under that. ACW will have DRS again. He's got more battery now. He's just saving battery. That's all he's doing. He's just saving to the final lap. He's playing the long game. Stingray is trying to close in as we got a VSC deployed. Now what is this for? Is this it for... maybe it might be for these two? I saw these two are very close to one another as Tim's gone into the pits. Front wing change and soft tires on the ready. Oscar comes in. So Tim will come out, I think, in probably about 8th place. What's the VSC for is the question. Guessing an incident between Dan the Racer and JJ? Because they were really close to one another at turn 12. I honestly don't even know. Oh, it's Dan the Racer's left the session. Oh dear. Right, this is quite a lengthy VSC here. Was it debris? I can't see any. I'm not gonna green flag racing. Right. And ACW's gone a tad bit closer now to absolute unit. Gap was at 8 tenths, now it's just about under 7 tenths. As Jack is now overtaking Falls, we got yellow flags about. Oh, we got. He runs it. It's correct. Oh, he runs into his teammate twice. As Falls is out. Oscar just ran into him twice. Right. That is interesting. He ran into his teammate twice to that area. Okay. So yeah, False must have gotten a front wing because of, I guess, running into the wall at the castle. Right, 2 more laps to go. And the gap right now is about 3 tenths. A little over 4 tenths now, making the way through turn 3. ACW, though, has got that AlphaTauri all over his gearbox. These three are definitely in genuine battle for the win. Absolute Unit has led every single lap of this race so far. But of course, the crucial lap is the final lap. The one that counts the most. ACW, he's lost a whole heap of time. He's lost about 3 tenths through that one corner alone. He doesn't have a puncture, so that's obviously nothing to see there. Those tires are probably just off the cliff at this point. And that's going to be prey for Brian Stingray here. He's got to get past that Mercedes now, I'd say. ACW will not have DRS. I don't think so. No, it was just over a second at the detection zone. Yeah, there you go. That indicates it perfectly. He has no DRS, but he has battery to use to close in. Now on to the final lap. Absolute leads by just about under a second. ACW though has got Stingray for company. Through turn 2, ACW though will have DRS to try to close in. Hey, there's Stingray on the back of him. This is going to be very crucial here. Through turn 4. Gap right now still hovering just under a second, separating the top 2. Through 5, 6, a little bit of a lockup from the Mercedes-Benz. Up towards turn 7. He cuts all of... Oh, what a smack of the wall there from Absolute Unit. I don't think that would be damage. Yellow flags, that's for Jack. At turn 3. ACW, though, is struggling on those tires. And here comes Stingray. He's all over the back of the Mercedes-Benz. And ACW has got no battery to use in his disposal. Through turn 15 for the final time. Coming to the end of the middle sector. Absolutely, his lead is increasing. ACW is struggling, and there's both colliding as well. ACW and Stingray through the S's, through the final time. Stingray will have DRS. ACW can do nothing about this. But up front, Absolute, who has led every lap of the race, will take the flag and win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Stingray will finish in second place by just a tenth and a half ahead of ACW to the line. Lane Everingham comes up in fourth place. Canty Crab will finish in fifth. And Tim will finish in sixth place, followed by Banana. Oh, as he smacks into the wall and into the McLaren at the end of the line. Conehouse will finish in eighth. Jack will come up in ninth place with no front wing. Oh, goodness. JJ in 10th. Lost Crook in 11th. And then Dan the Racer will complete the running order so they'll all score points. Wow. There we are. I don't think I saw who got driver of the day there. Anyway, podium celebrations. There's Absolute Unit taking the victory here. I think this will be victory number 4 from him of the season. I don't know whether it'll be determined to see what the championship is, whether he extends it or not. Anywho, he is your winner here at Azerbaijan. Stingray takes second place, his first podium in DBS, followed by ACW, finishing in third. Try to get going on those soft tires, but the rears just struggled towards the end of the race. I saw how he was in the final few laps of that. I probably would say driver of the day would be given to Stingray. From 18th to 2nd. Second last to second up front. A very solid effort indeed. Lane finishing in 4th. Canty Crab, Tim, Banana, Conehouse, Jack, JJ, Oscrook, Dan the Racer. Those are the rest of the running order. And all these guys are the retirees. But no, it was actually not a bad race overall, actually. That was pretty decent. But, yeah. Of course, we had drama. Action everywhere. Typical Baku, obviously. Right. We'll get the podium sitters in here in just a moment. So, just hang on tightly. If they are willing to, obviously, be in here for the interviews. But just give me a moment. Go to the showroom. That's the first thing we'll do. now. Ah, well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Quite an interesting Azerbaijan Grand Prix, nonetheless. Hello, units. How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, good to see you back on top, and of course the
Feels
full-timers back on making their mark as well.
feels good. Feels good.
Yeah, fair enough. Hello, Stingray. And ACW, of course. Well, alright, so now we've got almost everybody in here. That's good to see. Right, we'll go and get started with the interviews anyway. So we'll start with you, Absolute Units. Well, you got qualified on pole position, and quite a close qualifying between you and Prezzo, separate by 25 thousandths of a second. And, well, you pretty much stayed out in front all race, led every lap. But yeah, talk me through your experience at Baku. How was it for you?
Yeah, well, no, it was a bit surprising that Prezzo didn't crash out of qualifying on his first run. It's a usual occurrence for him. But he successfully made a lap, which was good to hear. Bit of a competition from the full-time drivers. But yeah, no, I wanted to start on the mediums, but unfortunately I encountered a dynamite across the track at one point, so my medium run got finished.
Right.
But started on this, just went for a soft run instead, and I always planned to do the one stop. I knew it would be a bit difficult, but I mean, with the safety cars, it all kind of worked out fine.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, ideally, the strategy around here, obviously, it would be a two-stop strategy with a soft medium, I think, would be for, like, soft runners. But, yeah, no, like, even with the safety cars, I probably would have, guessed your tire wasn't that bad or something like that, no?
No, I ended on 45 in the rears,
Right.
which was pretty good. But that's just because I was being ultra careful under safety car.
Well, you're being ultra careful, but as well as that, there were 8 laps of safety car. And 16 of VSC.
Yeah, well, we've given Bert Mylander his DOTD, pretty much, so, yeah.
Mate, that Aston Martin's out of fuel.
That's you mean the Mercedes? It's a Mercedes
Oh, is it
safety
the
car.
Mercedes in the game? I thought it
Yeah,
was...
Mercedes,
Oh, no.
it's the Mercedes safety car in Baku.
Oh, I've done sacrilege.
Yeah, no, Baku's definitely one of my preferred tracks anyway, so I was looking for the win here.
Yeah, it's one of mine too, obviously. I definitely like that the circuit indeed. But yeah, no, good effort from you. Good to see you back on top as well. Next week we are heading into Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. How do you think you'll fare for that?
Sorry, another track that I majorly despise. Hate it. It is horrible. I loved it last year. Great track, but now, like with the new mechanics with like all the curbs and stuff like that, I reckon I'll spin at least 3 times.
Well, we'll see what happens, of course, especially with the deadly curves around there. There's a lot of our spin curves around Spa. But anyway, we'll see how it goes for you next week. But other than that, good job. Well, solid effort indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed. Next up, we've got Stainray. Well, an interesting debut for you. You crashed out of qualifying, and, well, you managed to go to second place out of all that. So,
I'd
through
like
it.
to say the crash was on purpose. It completely wasn't. I was planning on not qualifying anyway, and then
Right.
blew up going into Castle. And I was like, okay, well, that's one way to not qualify. Just not finishing the lap was not fun.
Yeah, because I remember you were saying that you were going to, well, before I came on and did the stream, I remember you saying you were going to start from the back, but I didn't think you were going to crash out of qualifying. I thought it was just going to
No,
be
that wasn't the plan at all. That was me trying to do practice. And that didn't work.
Right. But, yeah, you carved your way through the field, though, on the opening stint. Like, you gained, like, what, maybe about close to 10 places at the start of the race? Or the opening laps?
Me and ACW were the end of lap 2, were 9th and 10th from 17th and 18th. Because everyone around us just died.
Yep, because that is typical Baku, obviously.
But I also make a comment on how good False's safety car was.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bot the entire race.
Oh, yeah. I had no idea what's going on with him. It was just,
His internet is messed.
I know, I was watching him and he had like freaking X above his name.
Yeah, no, he didn't race at all in the race.
Right. Okay.
He was a bot the entire time.
Yeah. He was never in this car.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. But yeah, other than that, you must be very happy though with your effort, though, eh, Stingray? Especially after all that.
Well, I wanted the challenge unit, which I did for the first 4 laps for the final safety car, and then ACW decided he wanted to give it a go. So I was like, sure. And then ACW for the next 4 laps had the worst 4 laps of his career. I just couldn't get past cones, and I was like, great, let me back through, please.
Yeah, we'll get to that comment a bit. But anyway, so I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're perfectly fine. I was just going to go on to the last lap where me and ACW basically killed each other for second.
Yeah, I saw that. That's CERN 16 and 17. It was quite the battle, though. I will say that.
Oh, it's a drag race, mate.
Yeah.
I appreciated it because I was
Yeah,
kind of
you won
shitting
by
my
2
pants with.
seconds.
I was shitting my pants in the last maybe like 4 laps.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was just
of
me
course,
and
adrenaline
ACW
rush.
just right up your ass.
Yeah,
looking for it.
I finished each lap with about 2.5% ERS.
Yeah, I was just waiting for ACW to challenge you so I could be like, okay, time to do the classic third to first on a straight. Never happened, and then the final lap, ACW just slides everywhere as if he's part of like an initial D, and then he just never stays straight. And then we get to the final straight, and we're side by side for basically the entire final straight.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, no, good effort though. It was a good battle between you three though in the final lap, so I actually did enjoy that. So, good job on your debut as well for your first time in DBS. Nevertheless,
Yeah, cool.
no problem. And now we move on to ACW. Well, 3rd place this week for you after finishing 2nd last week. How bad were your tires exactly? Like, what was the percentage on your rears? Yeah, I saw they were horrible.
71. There was 71, but they're already being shit, like, at 40%. There's just no grip at all.
Yeah, no, that was a bit of hard luck. I mean, you tried to pull a gamble, but it's just obviously just
Like,
didn't
basically,
do it.
after I overtook Stingray, I just had no grip.
Unfortunately for me.
Yeah, no, you were pretty much just sliding like a rally car in most of the corners. I was watching you. But yeah, no, you did a pretty solid effort. Except for though, you were one of the 2 to go to the back of the grid up to the front. So obviously that's another solid effort, of course. But I think obviously, if I remember correctly, before I came on, you did say too that you were planning to do that on purpose. I think, right? Or did you just not get a genuine clean lap?
I did it on purpose.
Yeah, okay, I figured
I
that.
kind of screwed myself over by doing that. Because I had no fresh set of mediums in the race.
Right.
So I had to keep going softs.
Ah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Not ideal.
Yeah, well that makes sense. Well, but hey, not a bad effort though. Good job. going back-to-back podiums as a reserve this season. Not too bad indeed. So good job. And I think with that, I guess we'll wrap up the stream, and we will come back next week as we will go to round 8 of the championship. And like I mentioned, we are racing next week at Circuit Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. That will be quite an interesting one. Of course, the longest track on the Formula 1 calendar. So we'll have to wait and see how that pan out. Till then, it's just goodbye.